There are 4 present verb tenses in English. Let's begin with the 3 most common present verb tenses. The simple present tense. He walks to school. This is a habit or routine. This habit began in the past, continues in the present, and most likely will continue into the future. The present progressive tense. He is walking to school. By using this tense, I am telling you that he is walking to school right now, but I have no idea if he usually walks to school, takes the bus, or gets a ride. All I know is he is walking to school today. I can also use this tense to emphasize that he is on his way to school right now. For example, if someone asks, "Where's Tom?" He's walking to school. The present perfect tense. He has walked to school. The present perfect communicates that he began walking to school each day at some point in the past and continues to walk to school. But I have no idea if he will continue to walk to school each day in the future. This tense connects the past to the present. It can be used to express a completed action or an uncompleted action. Which sentence best describes the time of this action? Which sentence best describes the time of this action? Which sentence best describes the time of this action? Identify the verb tense of this sentence. Identify the verb tense of this sentence. Identify the verb tense of this sentence. What tense is this sentence? What tense is this sentence? What tense is this sentence? The simple present tense is used to express habitual actions or routines. He runs 5 miles every day. General truths and scientific facts. Whales live in the ocean. Events coming up in the near future. The library opens in 5 minutes. Stative verbs or non-action verbs are usually expressed in the present tense. Stative verbs are verbs that express thoughts and opinions. I believe in magic. Feelings and emotions. Sarah loves music. Senses and perceptions. The van looks groovy. The present progressive tense is used to indicate that an event is occurring right now. Or, an event is temporary that has not completed just yet, but will end shortly. The present perfect is used to express an action that started in the past and continues in the present. It is uncertain if the event will occur in the future. It is formed using have, has, plus the past participle. She has been on the phone for an hour. She's been on the phone for an hour. contractions can be used to form the present perfect. They have discussed the wedding over and over again. They've discussed the wedding over and over again. Dan has lost his mind. Dan's lost his mind. The present perfect progressive tense. A fourth tense, the present perfect progressive, can also be used to express the idea that an event began in the past and continues into the present. It is formed using have, has, plus been, plus a verb, and ing. I have been driving for 2 hours. I've been driving for 2 hours. Like the present perfect tense, you can form contractions with I have. Stan has been backpacking through Europe. Stan's been backpacking through Europe. They've been finger painting. They've been finger painting. The present perfect and present perfect progressive or present perfect continuous tenses can be very confusing for ESL students because there are situations when either tense can be used with the same meaning. For example, he has walked to school, or he has been walking to school. These sentences have the same meaning. In certain situations, one tense is preferable than the other. Use the present perfect tense if a situation is permanent. I have taught English for 12 years. If a situation is temporary, use the present perfect progressive. I have been teaching this class since the start of the semester. Use the present perfect to emphasize the result. I have finished my homework. Now it's done. Use the present perfect progressive to emphasize the duration of the action. I have been working on my homework for 2 hours. It's taken much longer than I expected. The present perfect progressive indicates that an action is not complete. The present perfect can be used if an action is completed or not. The present perfect progressive cannot be used with stative verbs. You remember those stative verbs, right? Those are verbs that express thoughts and opinions. I have believed in magic all my life, not I have been believing in magic all my life. Feelings and emotions. Sarah has loved music ever since she was a little girl. Not, Sarah has been loving music ever since she was a little girl. Senses and perceptions. The van has smelled terrible since the paint job. Not, the van has been smelling terrible since the paint job. Is this situation permanent or temporary? Is this situation permanent or temporary?